All right, guys, it's another beautiful new morning. Just got done working my first store. We're taking a little breakfast. I also got an Arizona. We copped the Southern Sweet Tea. And I just wanted to make a little message because this is just such a beautiful just thought that I had, that really being positive and having peace and joy is an active choice, right? Like, we can choose to not have peace. We can choose to not have joy, but then we can choose to have peace and to have joy. And it's just so funny because we're always searching for it. And we're like, okay, where can I get this joy? Where can I finally find peace? Like, I just want it. Get it. Just get it. Like, you don't have to wait until it arrives at your door. It's not going to. You got to go and get it, right? And so, like this, my Southern Sweet Tea, Arizona Sweet Tea, and this ham and cheese breakfast sandwich that slaps. And my gosh, someone just did a burnout. That was crazy. But like, I can have joy in this, what I have, or I could choose to be like, well, I wish I had more. I wish I had something else right now. Why? Like, if I'm better off having this than being without it, I should be grateful for it. I should be happy about it. Just be happy. Like, why do you let yourself not be happy? Why do you let yourself be depressed and stoic and just suppress any kind of emotion? Just feel that. There's nothing wrong with taking out the good parts of something and looking at something and saying, wow, that makes me happy. Just that part of that thing is beautiful. So why would you take out all the peace and joy and happiness that comes tied along with things and try to think logically and mathematically and be like, well, that's just a thing. It doesn't bring me any peace or joy. Or that's just a friend. They don't, they can't make me happy, right? It's a choice that you make if they're going to make you happy or not. If this sweet tea is going to make me happy or not. It's a choice I make. Being happy is a choice. Being at peace is a choice. Worrying is a choice. But it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of discipline, right? If you don't have any discipline, get some discipline. Go to the gym. First step, go get a gym subscription and be there every day on time. On the time you said you were going to do all the workouts you said you were going to do. Push yourself more than you said you were going to do. Feel the burn in your body, right? That's what the gym is for. And feel the peace in your heart. I went back to the gym for the first time yesterday in months. Before I graduated, it's been almost a year. I haven't been in the gym because I've just been working. And the gym's too expensive. It's $80 a month. And I went back yesterday for the first time with Chase. And it's the first time I've seen Chase since my graduation, which was in April. And we're coming to the end of November now. It's been forever. And so I missed the gym. I missed that discipline and the peace that came with it. In a way, I had forgotten that really, the weight of that discipline. I was like, it just kind of fizzles out when you stop disciplining yourself. And then you're like, well, what's wrong with me? Right? You're like, what's missing? Maybe if something's missing, look at the things you were doing that you've now lost. Right? The things you had in your life that are now not there. Maybe that's what's missing. Right? Just think about it. If you had a group that you were in, or an activity that you were doing, or maybe a relationship that you had, and those have since, you're not in those groups, you're not doing those activities, you're not with that person or in that relationship, and you feel like you're missing something, maybe look at those things that have been lost. And maybe that's where your peace was, right? But really, I just make this video to say, like, life is so beautiful and so meaningful. Like, this tastes so good because I'm choosing for it to taste good. Like, there's certain things that will never be good, right? They'll just always be bad. And they will genuinely have harmful effects on you, and it's just bad for you. Not just with food, but, people, bad examples, bad activities, bad groups that you're in, right? Or things that are unhealthy for you, unhealthy habits. But there's certain small things that are not bad, in general are not bad. And you could have peace, you could have joy from those things, but you're choosing not to receive it. Receive the joy, receive the peace, receive that control of yourself. And understanding, like, there's so much out there. I just need to accept it. I just need to go get it, right? It's right there. Just pick it up and stop rejecting it, bro. Stop rejecting the happiness. You can have it. Just take it, bro. So for me personally, discipline was the thing that I was missing, right? I felt like I was missing something, and it's discipline, right? And I'm still missing it. I still need more. I need more discipline in myself because I feel like I'm just so out of control of myself. And discipline is self-control. That's what discipline is. So maybe it's not the same for everybody else. I think that discipline would help everybody, right? Having more discipline, I feel like would always be a good thing, right? Of course, you can misconstrue it and pervert it and do it wrong, but it's not always going to be bad. Like, discipline majority of the time is really, really good for you. But we should never get into a place where we're telling people what's missing from them because we don't know, right? It's sometimes easier really for us to tell what's missing in a person, but they have to make that discovery themselves, right? Like, this man's beanie is absolutely horrible looking, but maybe it brings him joy, you know? But he looks like a gnome. You can't tell someone this is what you need and then you'll be happy again. Your life will be complete again, right? They have to discover that on their own. You can't tell that to them because you're not God, right? But being in God's word, right, is going to inspire you. And you'll take all of the truth that's in that book and you can apply that to your life. But don't be speaking out of your own judgment to other people, right? Because that can spread so much misinformation. What you're going through is not what somebody else is going through necessarily, right? And it's nice to find people who are sharing in struggles, but it's not majority of the time going to be the same situation for you and your friend, for you and the person next to you, the people around you. They have their own struggles, right? And they have their own things that bring them joy. The point of this message is the things that do bring you joy, that bring you peace, that give you comfort, that make you feel like, you know, your life is good. You have understanding, you have self-control, you have discipline, you have all the fruits of the Spirit. You feel like you're just outpouring love, and everyone you see, you're like, good morning, how you doing? And you're just appreciating them, and you're smiling at people, and you're feeling good, and you're generous, and you give to people, and you give wisdom to people. You help people out when they need it. And they always need it, right? We always need help with something. Notice in your life what makes you that way. What perfects you, what sharpens you like that. And then pursue it. Pick it up, right? It's right there. You can have it. God's given this as a gift to you. Go get it. Set all this other novelty and luxury and vanity aside. Like, you don't need it, bro. All this extra stuff that's like, it's not even physical, but it's mental vanity. It's like, oh, I need this. I need to be like this. I need to act like this. I need to keep on doing this and pursuing this. No, you don't. You ain't got to do nothing, bro. You don't have one thing that you have to do. Nobody's making you do anything, right? So just understand, like, become aware. Nobody is making you do or not do anything. You can do genuinely whatever you want with the things that have been given you. And so everyone has their thing, right? Everyone has their different things that make them happy, that bring them joy. But just realize what your things are that bring you joy, not just what other people find joy in, right? If you have a bunch of friends and they find joy in this certain thing, don't just accept that as truth, as the one truth that, oh, I just have to pursue the things they're pursuing because they're happy with that. And so maybe I'll be happy with that. And you're not. So realize you're doing something wrong. You got to change your focus. What makes you happy? What is your joy, right? And it's all about Thanksgiving. It's all about gratitude for what you have, right? It's all about being grateful for what you have. Like, that I have the money to just go out and buy random stuff like this. Like, I just bought this yesterday impulsively. I didn't even need it. I just thought it looked cool and I bought it. And like, the fact that I have a car that like runs pretty well, right? And I mean, it wasn't even that much, but like the amount of money I have, I'm so blessed. Like, there's families who would never even dream of seeing the amount of money I have, and I'm 18, right? The amount of money I have is minuscule, minute in the grand scheme of Americans and people that live in the US. But at 18, I have money that people in Africa and the Philippines could never dream of having. Never even dream of, but they're still happy. They still have peace. They still have joy with what they have. They find joy in the things that they know will bring them joy. That they know they don't have to afford something for it to bring them joy. We shouldn't desire things that we don't even understand. Like these sports cars, these mansions, going to all these rich events that only billionaires get to go to. Why would you desire that when you don't even understand it? You've never been to that. You've never had that or experienced that. Why are you pursuing it? Like, that's not to say we shouldn't pursue things which we don't already have yet, right? Pursue growth and what's ahead of you, like upwards, not downwards. But it's like, you don't have to get that, right? As long as you're content where you are, you don't have to pursue these high things in life. You can find joy with less than you already have. You could generously give everything away and not even have $1 to your name, and you could still find joy, right? And that's what's so beautiful about this world God has made. And that's what's so beautiful about everything that God has created, this whole earth, that humans can find joy and rest and peace even without any belongings, with nothing, no possessions to my name. I could still find joy. I could still find peace, right? But I am so blessed for all the things I have. And so I'm grateful for those because they're a gift from God. They're a blessing. And like, I don't deserve these things any more than those people who don't have them. Just like I don't deserve these things which I, aspire to have more than the people who already have them. I'm not more deserving of them, and they're not more deserving of that than I am. God has blessed certain people, right? With both physical things and mental things, spiritual things, strength, things inside of you are so much more valuable, at least in my opinion, than the physical things in the world, right? And some people would disagree. But like, having values and discipline and knowing where to put your trust, where to put your faith, where to put your value in life. What do you value? What do you treasure? What do you pursue? Where is your focus at? I believe that's the most valuable thing. And I could have no money and I'd still be better off with that mental capacity and understanding and focus and knowing where I'm going, knowing what I'm pursuing, knowing what matters. That would be so much better, even having zero money, zero belongings, nothing to my name, than being the richest person on earth and not having that understanding, not knowing what matters in life. It's pointless, bro. It's pointless. So find joy in each thing that you can find joy in. And if you don't feel like you have joy or peace, look back on your life. What has brought you peace or joy in the past? And boil those things down. Why? Why did it bring you joy? Why did it bring you peace? And how can you get that again? Make up a little master plan, bro. And it's going to work, bro. It's going to work for you. Just pray to God. Ask God, could you please let this work out? I want to find some joy, some peace again. Bring some light into my life. Go out and pursue those things, right? You've been burying them. You've been covering them up. That's why you don't have any joy. Unbury them, bro. Bring that stuff back up. Because you miss it, even if you don't know it. I'm going to drink my tea now. But yeah, just remember, find joy, find peace, and be grateful and thankful for even the small things, right? Thanksgiving's in like 3 days. We got to be thankful, bro. Thankful for everything that God has given us. The Lord gives and the Lord takes away, right? But we're still so blessed. He could take away thousands, and I'd still be so blessed. So put yourself in a place where you're humble, where you're thinking, all right, none of this money even belongs to me. It could come and go, and it won't matter. What matters is internal. Where's your head at? Put your value in the right things, right? That's what matters. Peace.